Hey everyone, it's Pixelade here and welcome back to the channel. I'm here with another Sims 4 news and info video. Sim Guru Connor took to Twitter at 12:59 p.m. about half an hour ago to tweet, "I'm doing another blog series about our latest stuff pack. I'll be going over haunted houses and the scared mood this week," and it has already begun on the forums. This was teased a little bit in the first blog post that was actually posted when they announced this brand new stuff pack with the trailer this past Tuesday, but now we have a full blog post, so let's jump straight into that. Hello Simmers, welcome to a small two-part developer blog about our newest stuff pack, Paranormal Stuff. This pack has been an absolute blast to work on and I'm excited to share what this pack is all about. I'll try not to reveal too many spoilers for the pack either, so I'll keep things somewhat brief. Our topics for today are the new scared mood and the haunted house lot type, plus an interview with our audio artist too. Get scared. Sims can now relish in the mortal dread of the scared mood. The scared mood affects Sims in a variety of ways, with my personal favorite, the new scream incoherently interaction, where a scared Sim runs up to another Sim to scream their lungs out. This can result in the other Sim calming down the scared Sim, or resulting in both Sims becoming scared. This can create a scared mood wildfire if you're not careful, and that's pretty accurate. That's exactly what can happen in real life. It can cause panic, and panic just grows like a snowball rolling down a mountain. Whoa, 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 it's okay. Sims afflicted with the scared mood also have trouble communicating with others. The urge to panic run everywhere and are slightly more prone to accidents. If no other Sims are around to help calm down a scared Sim, they might just have to hide under the covers for a while, and note that hide under the covers is in bold. But if being scared just isn't your Sim's style, consider purchasing the new Brave trait. This satisfaction reward store trait will rapidly reduce the incoming fear a Sim feels and help Sims regain their composure faster. While no Sim is totally fearless, this trait should help mitigate some of those creepy feelings. The scared mood and the brave reward trait are all base game features coming with the Paranormal Stuff patch on January 21st. Tons of previous uncomfortable buffs are now becoming scared buffs, such as the startled by ghost buff or the thalassophobia buff from Island Living. While being scared might not be a common occurrence in your everyday Sim's life, living in a haunted house is a whole different story. Up next, Happy Haunts. Oh look, they used it. Introducing the haunted house lot type. The picture shown is a lot created by Dr. Ashley, and the lot will be available on the gallery. This looks beautiful, I love it. They're like regular houses, only haunted, although assuming during the day, at night, these places get super weird. Your Sims may notice things like flickering lights, pipes rattling, or even creepy dolls staring at them in the corner. All are totally normal occurrences in a haunted house, but it may take some time for your Sims to adjust to their new surroundings. Oh, it sounds cute. I actually kind of like this. I'm kind of digging this, guys. What are you thinking about it so far? This sounds really, really cute. Sims living in a haunted house will also be introduced to floating apparitions known as specters. They're cute little critters, but their motives aren't entirely clear. You can try talking to them or even offer them presents in hopes of establishing a good rapport. If they like you, they'll drop special loot for you and your family. If they don't like you, well, you've been warned. I like that. So there are friendly ghosts, there are non-friendly ghosts. I really like that approach. Learning to get along with your new ghostly inhabitants is crucial in a haunted house. Things like botching seances, neglecting specters, or letting accursed objects invade your house will have a negative impact on its spiritual serenity. There is a delicate art to coexisting with the entities of the house, and thankfully you'll have an expert on the matter to assist you. Up next, meet Gideon. Guidry. Guidry was a seasoned paranormal investigator in his previous life, but now he exists to help anyone brave enough to live in a haunted house. You'll probably run into him eventually living in a haunted house, but don't worry, he's a nice ghost. Guidry will gladly offer his wisdom to those who seek it. If you're confused, alarmed, or slightly uncomfortable by your new haunted surroundings, give Guidry a holler and he might be able to help. He can also offer valuable objects to help your Sims too. All you need is to reach out. Still got it. All Guidry wants in return is to crash at your place for the time being. Sounds like a fair deal, right? So basically a drunk friend, right? But if you'd prefer to fly it solo, you can always disable his nightly visits. He won't be too upset, maybe. Yeah, so he's totally just your drunk friend. He just needs to crash on your couch, basically. As mentioned before, Guidry was a paranormal investigator before his untimely demise. If he sees potential in you, he can certify you with a paranormal investigation license, granting access to the paranormal investigation freelancer gigs. Only those who are qualified enough can join the ranks of paranormal investigators, but more on that next time. Up next, be brave. Living in a haunted house adds a layer of risk and reward for your Sims, and each successful night yields reward store satisfaction points for everyone in the household. Specters can also drop treasure that can also be collected, consumed, or sold to an oddity collector. So although your Sims might go through a bit of peril, they'll thankfully be compensated. One of my favorite pieces of haunted treasures is the new sacred candle. Not only do they look cool, but they also help protect Sims from paranormal influences. Place them around your house to make sure Sims are properly shielded. Wow, I'm actually very surprised. For a stuff pack priced at $10 US, it looks like we're getting a lot of stuff with this. Like, I wouldn't say it's game pack worthy, because with a game pack, we could get a whole world with that, or at least a small world, but it feels more than a stuff pack, but feels less than a game pack. It feels like it sits somewhere in between, so it definitely feels like it's gonna be worth that $10. And if you plan on waiting for this pack to go on sale, definitely worth the $5 for when it is half off. A properly protected Sim. Things like sacred candles and performing ceremonies at the seance table are integral to keeping your Sims happy in a haunted house. Without using these paranormal tools, the entities of the house might get a little bossy. And while it might be in your Sims' best interest to keep the spirits of the house in check, watching things go horribly wrong in a haunted house can be just as fun too, so whatever works for you. And you can see in this picture, the haunted house residential. I guess it isn't a lot trait, it's a lot type, which I think is really cool because there's only so many lot traits, and I would hate to use up a whole slot just for this. So we still have those 3 lot trait slots, and you can even have it set as a haunted house residential lot type, which I think is just perfect. With this lot type activated, your house is now a paranormal epicenter. Like tiny homes, this lot type can be toggled on or off at any time, so whether you're a casual thrill seeker who wants to spend a couple of nights in a haunted house, or a seasoned paranormal expert who wants to take on a new challenge, this slot type should offer something for you. Cross-pack stuff. Pets get to share the fun too. Yes, pack integration, so excited. They especially love the accursed objects that show up. Oh god, so here we go. We have a GIF, of course, of a dog freaking out over the creepy doll that could appear in your Sims' house. I love that. I think they're gonna get along great. As mentioned before, a ton of old buffs from multiple packs are now being converted to the scared mood. I think 70-something moodlets were converted. Honestly, I lost count. Anything that seemed more appropriate for the scared mood was transferred over. Oh, and you might remember an old lot trait from City Living called Haunted. For clarity's sake, it needs a name change, so now it's the Spooky lot trait. It also benefits from being combined with the new Haunted House lot type, and will have an increased chance of spawning ghosts at night, so use both for maximum hauntedness. So I guess in a way, if you have City Living, then you can use both, and you get more of a ghostly experience, if you will. Audibly frightened. Last but not least, I love to turn it over to our audio artist for the pack, Brianna Billups. She did a killer job bringing haunted houses to life. Trust me. Can you tell us what an audio artist does on The Sims 4? Big, broad picture. An audio artist decides what everything in The Sims 4 sounds like. We record, create, and edit sounds to the art and animation of the game. Little, very detailed picture. Creating the actual sound is usually one of the smaller aspects of our job. We are meeting with other departments like design, animation, and VFX to understand the overall vision of new game features and how we can fit in sonically. We are meeting with each other to make sure all of our new content still keeps the very fun and quirky vibe of The Sims. We come out with new tools and implementation where necessary. What sort of things go into the creative process for creating audio? Every audio artist / sound designer has their own creative process, but I like to make a sonic mood board of sorts. I typically like to have a good idea of what I want something to sound like in my head before I record it or edit it, so it's nice to have sound effects or music to refer to that represents my original inspiration or ideas. When I was in college, I would make Spotify playlists for whatever I was working on. I would listen to them once a day, adding and editing as necessary, so when I actually got to work, I was in the right headspace. Now, I'm usually less formal about this sort of stuff, but for this pack, I would prefer back to things like Vincent Prince's demonic laugh from Thriller, or Casper the Friendly Ghost cartoons, and the looping soundtrack from the cue of a horror ride at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, Ghost Blasters. What were you most excited to work on for this pack? Definitely all the haunted house sounds. Good sound design is the crux of so many horror movies and video games, so even if we were keeping things more Casper and less Poltergeist, I still wanted to give a good scare here and there. I actually scared myself one day while playtesting another feature in the game. If you had to choose, what is your favorite audio clip you've ever added to The Sims 4? I would say my favorite SFX were the sports arena loops in EP8 Discover University. When you visit the arena for the soccer, esports match, or graduation, you can actually listen to the whole game or ceremony. It was great to craft a whole story from start to finish using just sound. I also snuck in a lot of developer names when writing the scripts for our voice actors. Thanks. More to come. That about covers this first foray into the paranormal stuff pack. This pack has been a ton of fun to work on, and watching my Sims flee in terror has been more enjoyable than I'd like to admit. Next blog will focus on the seance table and developing your medium skill, as well as the new active freelancer career, Paranormal Investigator. Big thanks to the Stuff Pack team for helping this pack come to life, and thank you Dr. Ashley for building our featured haunted house. Until next time, Sim Guru Connor. Wow guys, I'm excited. Share your thoughts on this. Obviously most of us have kind of formed an opinion so far based on the trailer, the first blog post, and now this blog post right here. I'm actually kind of excited, raising my hopes a little more this time around, but I'm still gonna remain cautious because we don't know how replayability is going to be, and for me, in my opinion, that's definitely a huge factor into whether I enjoy a pack, is if it goes long term or not. I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Share your thoughts down below. Thank you for clicking and watching, and I will see you all next time. So long and happy simming. Bye everyone.